What we doing, y'all? Checking microphone check 1 2 1 2. I'm not gonna keep too much of your time. I just gotta chop it up with y'all real quick because my equipment game right now is suspect. Anyway, yo, you see those updates? You see those updates from Richie Rich? Anytime now. Anytime. Anytime's a great time. Just to hear anytime instead of other things that we were hearing for the past 20 months, I'll take it. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take the anytime versus crickets or versus the outrage marketing, to be honest with you. I'll take anytime. You know, from what I'm understanding this whole time since V3, I'm saying V3, since V3 was launched, right? For the better part of a week, 2 weeks. The devs were working on something simultaneous, synonymous, like as V3 was moving, the dev had their own DevNet Provo in the build. What's up, man? What's up? Thank you for the sound check. Appreciate you, man. Hope all is well. You know, it's looking like we're closer for this mainnet launch. That's been a lot of us are kind of like tired, right? Weary. A lot of people are just tired. I'm not tired per se. I'm just, you know, I'm eager. I'm eager to Alan, what's up, man? What's up? What's going on, man? Salute to you, Alan Fizame. Salute. Salute. I'm just overall looking forward to the green light. I'm not gonna stay too long, y'all. I just wanted to share quick, quick thoughts about what's going on, right? The levels are good. We're looking good out here right now, man. I mean, for what it's worth. For what it's worth. Ernie Savage, glad to have you coming through. You're in the intangible building right now. Good people, don't forget to smash the like button. I don't say that as much as I should because I just don't. I don't know why, but I would appreciate it if you could just smash that like. They say it's free. Well, I don't know. Pulse chain, yo, like that's like, is it gonna be a reality? Right? Is it gonna be a reality? Oh, inquiring minds want to know. I'm looking forward to it, big time, big time, and it's needed. It's needed because Ethereum is failing. Like it's just failing. The gas costs, the fees, it's just ridiculous. It's just to be able to do something so simple on Ethereum is gonna cost you an arm and a leg, and it's a turn off. Even more so now, like imagine people who have the means to stake or to publish, whatever you want to call it, have the means to stake hex, and they do, and but they run the risk of paying high fees as well. It's crazy. You know, we don't know what the market is going to look like 10 years, 5, 10 years from now, 15 years, if these fees are going to be high. But if you have these long standing stakes and they don't make any real upgrades or improvements to the gas fees, those stakes, by the time they mature, those fees are going to be ridiculous, man. Especially if they're talking about 5, 10, 15, 20K Ethereum. That's going to be crazy just to end your stakes. down the line, years from now. Pulse is needed. I mean, really, really needed right now. We need it. Carnage. That's right. Provo, in a sense, that's kind of like the best. That's one of the better attitudes to have. To be honest with you, like you got to do what you got to do, as far as live life. You can't, being all worried and concerned. Not you, but I'm saying just people in general that been anticipating or basically expecting, having expectations to be putting themselves to the emotional ringer every day is not, I'm saying it's not healthy, like it's just not. And for what it is, what we're doing what we're doing for a reason, for reasons that we could speculate on, and we just keep it moving. But guess what, man? When this thing becomes a reality, when the pulse chain becomes a reality, then we could have different conversations. You know what I'm saying? We could have different conversations. But until now, like it's true. Like, what's the point in getting stressed out every day over it? Because a lot of people not gonna understand what took place. Like even our loved ones won't understand what we did and what took place. They'll think we're bearing so much of the risks, like we are. We're dealing with so much of the risks, and not many people understand. They just think we're losers, in a sense. The ones who don't understand, the naysayers, the non-believers, the skeptics, those who kind of believe but don't all the way believe. Yo, man, I have no, I don't want, like it's not. I'm not going to just pretend like it's not difficult. I know it's difficult, but I believe. You know what I'm saying? No R. Kelly though. I'm not with the whole R. Kelly. I appreciate his music. I believe, but I appreciate some of his music. I don't appreciate his behaviors and his activities and things he's done at all. So I know that was a sidebar. I know that was a sidebar. You know, yeah, man. The pleb life is crazy. It's about to be pandemonium when this thing finally does what it does. It's gonna be pandemonium in these streets, and sad to say, it will be pandemonium, and maybe it might be done by people who should know better. We expect plebs to do what plebs do, right? We expect plebs to pleb, but then if you have OGs that's gonna be plebbing, that on the low, because people are gonna do things, yo. Things are gonna be happening. That's just what's gonna happen. Things are things are gonna happen. Folks are gonna do things in secret, unless you know their addresses and you dox. People are not gonna always tell you what they're doing. Folks are gonna sell. It's their right to. It's their right to sell if they want. But it's when they talk something else. That's when I kind of like I question, right? When they, oh, holders of last resort, maxi, RH, hardcore this, hardcore that, never sell, and then on the low you selling on the low. Like that happens. That's going to happen too. That will happen. Like, you see what y'all talking about. Let's see. Yeah, right, right. Yeah, I think he got slammed for 30. 30, he's doing 30. 30 years. That's what they say. I don't know. I mean, the music was banging, man. I mean, it's like it pisses me off because, like, yo, the music was great, but those activities and those things that he was convicted of, I could never like forget that or forgive that. Like, you know, the thing about artistry too is artistry. When you're an artist, a lot of artists they struggle, right? They struggle. It's a sidebar a little bit, but artists, you know, a lot of artists they don't know how to quote unquote conform to the norms and possibly the mores of the majority of society at large. You know, think of these artists that we know of, that you know of. You know, whether whatever genre of art, painting, literary, you know, musicians. Some of them are afflicted and struggle to cope and use their art as a means to express who they are, but they get caught up and they might create masterpieces, right? Like masterful works that are done so masterfully that it could never be duplicated, and they are timeless. And perhaps in a weird way, we could lump in Richie Rich into that fold in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like if look, you want to talk about something that people are saying. I mean, I know he's touted that as far as it being Nobel Peace Prize worthy, but if you dig into the economics, the financials, the way it works, everything, and then you seeing all these other things that are being added to the token, you know, this an entire blockchain, an entire decentralized exchange, right? These things are going to complement and supplement and propel what the primary coin has been doing this whole time. You're watching things take place on a masterful level. And I'm not saying he's not the developers, but you know, the thought, the person who's wielding, right, who's orchestrating all of this. Come on, man, gotta goes to where it's due. And I know a lot of people don't rock with him like that, but man, sometimes I just accept things for what they are. Folks are not always gonna like what you like, you know, and it's okay. Differences are a thing, you know. Differences are a thing. 10,000X gang, you know, 10,000X gang. Yeah, I know. A lot of people think they're just gonna it's gonna happen overnight. It's true, but you know from experience, you know, Provo, and that's the difference between what you know and what others who are new, you know, extremely new plebs coming into the space. They don't know. You already know the deal, but other people think, oh, it's gonna be an overnight sensation. No, just to wait for V3, it took us. It was that between the time July 2021, July 15 or so, 2021, to the time V3 launched, it was the same time that it took Hex from its low to reach 10,000X. It still took 20 months, you know? It wasn't an overnight thing. And they had to suffer extreme dips too, like major corrections, what, 75, 80% corrections, like 10, 13 different times, like, and sideways, like all kinds of craziness. There were billions of dollars that were of volume being traded on this chain. It's on the chain. I know people look at, oh, what's the liquidity? 10 million, whatever, 15, 20. If everybody would have run to cash out, it wouldn't work out. That's what I've been hearing since 2019. And what has happened? Like, what has really happened in 2019? Like, since 2019, like, the data's on chain. Oh, if everyone wanted to sell right now, they couldn't get anything out. That was the same narrative among where's the ETH and who owns the OA. That whole, like, this, it's old, man. Who's Satoshi? That's what people need to be. Who's Satoshi? Is Satoshi a female? Is Satoshi a group of people? What are we talking about? You know, Buffalo Heart. Salute to you, brethren. Salute, Star. What's going on? Hope everything is Chris. Everything, Chris. That's a whole year. That's a whole year. Yes, of accumulation. That's all it did. And if that's what it takes, that's what's gonna be good, man. If it takes that for you, then that's may it happen. May it happen in abundance. May it occur swiftly, like for real. Like, because we all have our number. We all have our number, you know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He was literally peeing off, bro. Like he literally, like, yeah, it was just dude, yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, and 30 years, imagine that's two 15-year 2 15-year consecutive stakes back to back. Back to back, folks. I'm gonna drop another blog later on. I'll drop another blog later on. It's gonna be recorded though, pre-recorded. I just wanted to come through and say what's up to the good people, you know, because I just want to engender that positive energy that's out there regarding, closer. We're just closer. I don't know when it's gonna be or whatever, but we're just closer. And my next blog is gonna talk a little bit about that, like let go of that the negative energy. Like some people, they don't want to see you win, and unfortunately, that's a reality we gotta deal with. But that doesn't have to become our absolute reality. You know what I mean? Like, no, no. I like the whole thing about these updates that Richie Rich has been tweeting about because it's overdue. It's just overdue, right? It's just time. Time is everything. What they say, timing the market is the wrong thing to do. It's about time in the market, and we've been in it for look what we're talking about. What are we talking about? You know, longer than anybody who coming in this year. Longer than anybody coming in this year. Pre-mine my videos, right? I know, right? Pre-mine, pre-publish, stake my videos. I should, man. Somebody was talking about something doing with music, like songs and NFTs, but I don't really trust these guys in the hip hop industry that talk about NFTs because you talk about NFTs, that's a certain lane that you have to be proficient and well knowledgeable about. That's our lane. So I don't know. Some guy was talking about creating your music and owning it and making it into an NFT and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, yo, man, you know what? What's a powerful NFT? and HSI, yo. You know, it's another powerful NFT. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what those are NFTs to me. Another powerful NFT, a We Are the Source address token, yo. A Watson token. Powerful NFTs off the bat. I don't want to know about somebody else's stuff that they talk about that's in the industry and just got into crypto, or just not even crypto, just talking about NFTs within the last year or 2 years. You don't know much about the industry, not enough, not well enough to keep people in the proper position so that they can win. Like I told y'all, man, hex stake instance, HSIs, and the Watsas, We Are the Source address as NFTs. Man, you're winning. You're winning. I gotta go, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Salute to everybody on the chat. Peace. Yeah, all the way down, all the way, like a little. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Perfect.